Internet, land, welcome back to another Tavern Talk. We're in a little bit of a different setting. Brandon and I are about to have a little bit of a banter by the bonfire, and we hope that you join us for the ride as per usual. My name is DJ. I said his name 5 seconds ago, but this is Brandon. Say
How's it
hi.
going, everyone? This is going to be one heated episode.
And then somewhere off in the ether, he might chime in, he might not chime in, is Mando. Just real quick, say hi.
Hello, folks. I'm here.
He's
Yeah.
playing Adam Fall. I hope you're having fun, Adam, and hope you're not falling.
It's a strange game, but talk about that later.
Yeah.
So, the topic of the day is, as of this recording, Nintendo Direct has just finished, and we just want to give some of our opinions, maybe some hot ones about what we saw during that showcase.
Oh, they're going to be definitely hot ones. And
Brandon,
I'm
where
probably
would you
gonna
like
piss
to
some
start?
people off.
Okay. So, Brandon, where would you like to start? Because I know you watched the entire thing. I know tidbits of it.
How about we start with the good stuff?
Okay.
Just right off the bat. Let's start with the good. Nintendo Switch looks like it's going to be a pretty decently powered handheld. 1080p apparently we don't know. Apparently it can boast 120 frames. And if you have it docked and plugged into your TV, it can go up to 4K 60. Pretty good.
Okay.
For a handheld, that's pretty good.
Yeah, for a handheld,
I'm concerned about the battery life, but it's good.
Still, I like the fact that, especially with how massive this company is, and like knowing that they could go completely over the top, Nintendo is sticking to minimalistic. We just need to get it, like do enough to get the job done, and they did with this. Okay, so you bumped it from a 720p handheld to 1080. Granted, yeah, everybody's wanting 8K OLED screens and all this other shit. Nintendo went, we finally hit 4-digit P. Okay, so be happy with that.
Yeah. So 1080p, which is concerning on the battery life, so we'll see how long that lasts. And 120 frames on a handheld, apparently. And given that most games Nintendo makes aren't that graphically, taxing, I can see it happening.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? For a handheld, given the landscape of console pricing, I'm not mad at it. Like $583.
Well, it was $450. Well,
$450?
I think that's what it was. Yeah, it's like $150 more than the original Switch.
It's still cheaper than a PS5 Pro. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Just saying.
$850 for a console. You're kind of.
You can miss me with that shit.
Yeah, so I was fairly surprised when I saw Switch 2, because it's been something they've been talking about forever, and now it's actually going to be a thing. And then one of the things that I noticed with it, well, via another video, was a new Mario Kart game, which me personally, Mario Kart, woo, racing,
woo, yeah,
go get them. But they switched it up. It's Mario Kart open world.
Yeah, which is pretty interesting. They kind of go in the Forza Horizon route,
That's what I first thought of, like Forza Horizon 4, where you can just kind of take any car anywhere off road.
They have modes that you travel huge distances, just like in Forza, just like across the map or some shit, or just doing a whole rally. I mean, it's pretty interesting for a Mario Kart game. Pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be fucking shitty just to lose at the end because of a red shell of a really long race, but
And I think they also bumped up how many players you can have per race. I think it was like 12 or 16.
Yeah, it's something like that.
And the first thing that came to my mind, like I've played Mario Kart maybe. These new age Mario Karts. Like what is it, Mario Kart 8? I think I played it 3 times.
I haven't played.
When I heard more players, the first thing that I went to was like, okay, that's gonna be a hellified amount of blue shells if you're in the first spot. I can't even imagine the tournament you're gonna have to go through now that there's more players with more tools.
Yeah, the last time I played a game like that was the Crash Bandicoot Racing.
Oh, I love Crash Bandicoot. Those games are so good.
Yeah, those are so good. other than that, don't think I've ever played a Mario Kart game once in my life. Ever. It has never interested me, ever.
Like, I'll give credit where credit's due. Like, Smitty, Grizzy, and Puff from them, they are all, like, very talented and very skilled Mario Kart players. I'm the guy that's just like, you know what? I know I'm gonna get last. Let me just see how far I can go in the wrong direction before Lakatu, I forgot his name, turns me around and makes me go straight. That's about it. But I like the fact that they said, okay, we're gonna give it a whole new concept. Mario Kart, open world. Go wherever the fuck you want.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool, pretty interesting. Still not gonna buy it. This is how I see it.
And then along with Mario Kart, they did something so innovative that I'm pretty sure us as gamers have never seen before.
Oh, what would that be?
They brought in game chat.
Holy crap! You mean that thing like 20 years ago on like the 360 or some shit?
Oh, dude, it's not like I had that on Xbox 360, that one earmuff and then a stick that's sticky next to my mouth. Dude. Sounds like I'm talking to aluminum foil, talking shit to kids on MW2.
When I saw that, I thought they integrated Discord into it. It looks so much like Discord. With the little icon in the middle of a box, and every time someone talked, the green border was around it, and they could screen share, but it runs at like fucking 15 FPS, 10 FPS. I'm like, bro, just put in Discord. It's so much better than what this shit is, and it's free. That's another thing. I know we're supposed to be going over the good, but dude, they're putting a subscription behind their game chat.
I knew we had to hit them somewhere. Like, first off, a subscription to use the game chat, or like to just use their online services.
The game chat, I think that is part of the online services, but it's like it's like $20 a year for it. I think it was.
Okay. Hold on. Let me gather my thoughts because I was about to cuss. So, paying for game chat, I think that's stupid.
That's a little ridiculous.
Like, at least on Xbox, if you paid for Xbox Live, it gave you access to Xbox Live parties plus online services. But I also can't be mad at $20 a year to use.
But dude, it doesn't matter how cheap it is. The fact that it's it's a fucking paid thing. It's just
it's still absolutely bonkers and should not happen.
Yeah.
Like, I know people are going to try to sit there and like, well, you equate it out, it's only like 80 cents a day. Don't care. Paying to talk to people online, like just to the subscription to talk to people online is, I think the term is asinine. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I think that's gross. That is gross.
Extremely gross. I have never heard of this anywhere. Skype never, and you had to pay for. Discord you don't have to pay for. Anything, even fucking Xbox and PlayStation, you don't need to pay to be in a fucking party with people.
Mm-hmm.
This is, well, like you said, asinine. It's disgusting.
So I don't agree with that. And then I saw in y'all's pretty little thing of like, this is new tech. No, it's not. We've been known about game chat.
Yeah, and on top of it, the whole screen share thing. I'm gonna pay for game chat, and that screen share is 10 FPS. The fuck is that, dude? Oh my god! And here's the fun part: they have their own version of Kinect now. They have a camera, so you can share your face in the game chat and like, I don't know, fucking wiggle your dick in the camera. I don't know.
Bro, like, we already roasted kids for having some crunchy ass mics on Xbox 360. I still remember back in the day, and I mean, but when I say back in the day, I think I was still playing. Yeah, it was MW3, and like Black Ops 2 was about to come out, and you could still hear whether somebody had like the single earmuff with the piece of plastic that was a microphone, or somebody was using a Kinect for a microphone, especially the Xbox 360 Kinect, that great piece of shit.
Yeah, if anyone remembers this, Xbox turn off.
That was Xbox One.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
That was where it was mostly prevalent, was because they wanted to sell that shit.
But like, especially on with the Xbox 360 mic, you could hear the Kinect, you could hear everything. Like you could hear babies crying in the background, across the street, someone's mama's cooking dinner, daddy's drunk and yelling at son because he's not doing anything. It's like, dude, how are you going to make this different, Nintendo? Because I'm pretty certain you said, because you mentioned this to me earlier, the Kinect is attached to the handheld.
Yes, the handheld comes with 2 USB-C ports, which is pretty cool. It's great. It gives you some options, but it's a $50 extra piece of equipment that you can attach to your Switch 2 and have, so it's like green screens or cuts out your background, so you'll just have your face in the game chat. Some of their games can utilize it, like Mario Party and stuff, and you'll just see, like, instead of a character icon, you'll see someone's face or something like that, or use it for some mini games, you know, that type of thing. Or you could use it as a normal camera.
See, I have a couple of critiques with this. On top of me thinking it's fucking stupid, but maybe I'm crazy. But like, if we're just gonna go with the microphone as a whole. We'll just start with the microphone. So with the microphone, pretend I'm holding a console, right? Pretend I'm holding the handheld. If the microphone's like somewhere up here on top of it,
it is.
How is it going to pick up your voice and nothing else in the background if it's like down here? Because unless you're holding it right here next to your face,
apparently
it's gonna hear everything
it can
around
pick
you.
up things at a pretty good distance. Like they were like showing some dude playing with the connects over here, like say that table in the distance. You can't see a camera, and you're like right next to me. That's how far it seemed, because it was some dude on a couch with like a table in front of him and his TV is on the other side of the table. And apparently, according to the Nintendo, this mic is supposed to have like a background cut off, like a noise suppression, so it only picks up the person in front of it. But I'm over here like, that's probably not gonna work, especially since it's like an open mic. It's not something you have in your face, like right in front of you with a freaking boom arm or a filter or whatever. It's a good distance away from you, and it's supposed to try to pick you up, and no one else in the same room as you?
Yeah, like Mikey has noise suppression on his microphone. We still hear him crunching. That thing's gonna hear road rage outside your house.
Like, dude,
you stupid mother.
If anything is loud enough, I don't care what kind of mic you have, it's gonna probably be picked up. Especially with something that is looks like an open mic. Because like I said, it's not attached to your fucking face. It's on your damn handheld.
And that brings up the other thing that I had. Again, if it sounds like we're hating Nintendo, decide for that how you will. I'm just wanting to critique things that I see wrong. So on top of the microphone, like your actual input device, but then the output, it's also just a speaker on the handheld.
Yeah.
So
or the TV if you have it on the TV.
So that would mean if you want to listen to anything, either A, you have to full volume that shit in a public place and run the risk of the internet being the internet, or B, you have to minimize it, again, handheld, and this thing has to be glued to your ear to listen to whatever people are saying, or you have to carry headphones around, which I know that's not that hard, but still, it's inconvenient.
Like,
for a gaming experience.
I don't get it. I don't see why why put the mic on the thing where you could just do what everyone else does and sell like a little cheap headset separately, so people can just hook it up and just listen to their friends while you're in the game chat thing.
I think they might do what Apple did when they sold AirPods and then they sold the cord afterwards. They're gonna, now that they have the speaker, now they're gonna sell you a headset and possibly an attachable microphone, so now you can actually talk and listen.
I can see them doing that, but right now they haven't said anything about a headset. But I'm just like, just put a fucking headset.
This is me calling it now. They're just gonna come up with a wired headset and attachable/detachable microphone to make your life easier at $79 a pop.
Probably.
Calling it.
I don't know. This is Nintendo, so I don't see them going the cheap route like Xbox did with those old 360 headsets.
At least they were free when you bought a console.
True. They came with it free.
It also came with. Well, I'm sorry, that's an Xbox One. I was about to say, and it came with Master Chief Collection. And you got Master Chief Collection. It came with a free copy of Master Chief Collection.
There's also a bundle with the Switch 2 and the Mario Kart game, but we'll get to that later because we said like one good thing when we were supposed to say one good thing or say anything good, and we just went straight to shitting on them because it's stupid.
It's again, opinions are opinions, and the last one that I have is the webcam. Are you going to have the console here? I keep saying console. You're going to have the handheld here so you can actually capture your face the entire time? Because I'm a gamer.
No, it's a separate thing on a stand. The camera is on a stand. So you plug it into the USB-C, and it's a cord. It's not that long, so it can't go very far from the Switch, and it's on a stand.
Okay, I'm okay with that. I thought it was attached again to like I was picturing like the Nintendo 3DS where it was on the handheld, so you have to be like this. Because I'm a gremlin gamer when I have handheld. I'm sitting here, I'm down here. That thing's gonna see 17 chins.
But yeah, no, it's a separate thing. Still don't see the point in it, but whatever.
Not at all. Hey guys, it's me, DJ. Real quick before you go anywhere, I just wanted to remind you guys about NoSkill Entertainment's still ongoing partnership with Dubby. Yes, they're still hanging out with us over a year later. And trust me, they have an array of delicious flavors, such as Dragonade, Dub Sludge, and Galaxy Grenade. And hey, maybe caffeine isn't your thing. They have zero caffeine hydration formulas, such as Water Melanda and Pineberry Splash. And if any of these flavors piqued your interest, please use code NSE for 10% off your total order at checkout. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys later.
So another good thing, because of how much more powerful this thing is, they're bringing in so many third-party games. There was like Elden Ring, fucking. There's a bunch of titles.
Elden Ring twice.
Oh yeah, the fucking Tony Hawk 3 and 4 remastered thing that they. Yeah, I'm excited for that too. I want it, but yeah, there's a bunch of other games. Borderlands 4 apparently is going to be also on the Switch. Just a bunch of third-party stuff, and I'm excited because I'm all for people having access to games on whatever platform they're on. I think that's great. Great consumer. I'm looking at you, PlayStation, you piece of shit. Also, Nintendo. Get with the program. Get your shit on PC. Fuck. Anyways. I don't know. So maybe true, I would buy, but probably not. Whatever. So crossplay is going to have more access to more people. Sure. Do I expect a Switch player to do well in an FPS? No. But it'll be nice to have, someone to be there to, distract the guys that I'm shooting at.
It would just be so funny because we would be the guys like Mando, myself, and Drav. We'd be the guys that are just like, okay, this dude's playing really badly. What are the odds that he just actually sucks, or if he's on a handheld?
I mean.
Watch, we're gonna find the one Switch player that's doing like knack suies off of carrier. Like, oh, he's him. Okay.
It does have a Pro controller, so there's hope, and it has two buttons behind the controller, so that basically has freaking paddles at the back. So that's cool.
Yeah.
So you never know. Yeah. You might run into a goated Switch player, but if it's not a Nintendo game exclusive, whatever. I don't think it's gonna run at 60. I'm gonna be honest.
Probably not.
I'll be surprised if Elden Ring can run at a steady 30 on that thing.
Isn't that what it's running on Switch 1? Because I could have sworn
it's not even on Switch.
It's not. I thought it was.
Nope. It would never run. The Switch 1 barely ran their Zelda games at 30. So most of the time, it was at 20 or a little less in some cases. So I'm like, no, Elden Ring would not fly at all. But
you get like a frame a year.
Maybe if it's like plugged into the TV and you're running it through the TV, I can see it being a little more powerful. Maybe you can get above 30, but I don't think that thing is gonna run Elden Ring at 60, my guy.
No.
And some of these other games, like a new Borderlands, I don't think that's running at 60 either.
But you know what? It will run 60 frames on the new Pokemon game. Yeah, that was so lacking of enthusiasm because I hate to say it, I haven't cared about Pokemon in a long time. But when I saw that they made another Pokemon game, I'm like, not surprised, not fucking surprised.
Hey, maybe you can run Fortnite since it's coming to the Switch too. Maybe you can run Fortnite at 60. Maybe. There's hope. Anyways.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we're gonna be having Switch players on Fortnite now.
I'm uninstalling Fortnite. I'm uninstalling Fortnite right now. Nope.
Why? Get this going and bully Switch players.
That's true.
They're easy. They're gonna be easy.
They'll probably be better than me knowing my luck. God damn it.
We're just talking shit. No shame on Switch players. We're just gamers. We talk shit.
That's what we do. Because at the end of the day, I still have all the respect in the world for Nintendo for having such an illustrious, like, I want to say career, but it's not one singular person, but having such a long lifespan of successes to where I think we spoke about it a while back. Mikey, the Goblin, said that Nintendo has accrued so much profit and revenue that they could just stop production of everything for like the next 50 years and still be in the black. Like they will.
They got good money still.
Yeah, hella money, which is all the more reason of me asking, why are you being so fucking greedy? We'll get to more on that later, but yikes! What the hell?
Again, kudos to where like kudos are due. Like, you know, you've managed to keep it minimal, and that's what's giving you so much success.
And I'll give them props. I'll give them props. I don't buy their stuff, and I don't really care for many Nintendo products. If I have Nintendo anything, it'll be because Pokemon. This is the only thing I ever care for on Nintendo. But I would give them
a good party console.
Yeah, they're a good party console, great for families and all that. I'll give them their props. They have yet to put out a bad game.
Fair.
They have not put out a bad game. Now, do I think these new games coming on Switch 2 are going to be bad? No, I think they're going to be pretty good. But there's just something about... Do you want to touch up on that right now, or do you want to say something else?
No, let's go.
Okay, so who wants to pay $80 for a digital game?
Morph.
Just bleh. Okay, you want to go physical? How about 90? With tax, you're almost paying $100.
Wretched.
Fuck me. Why?
Oh God, I'm gonna.
They're gonna cause the next gaming industry crash. Dude.
Hold on. Luckily, I have Tums and Rolaids. Ooh, okay.
I'm serious. At this point, I think because of how the industry is going, I want there to be a crash. We need to restart this bitch. Dude.
That's why I don't buy like AAA or quadruple A title games anymore at launch. Yeah. I just wait until they go on discount. Like that's the one great thing. This one I'm just gonna shamelessly plug PC. It's where I love like PC gaming now. I know for those that have been around for a while, DJ used to say, "Oh, Xbox ride or die until I'm dead." Dude, PC's the shit now.
Yeah, it is the shit. And you can say whatever you want about PC. It has the biggest player base of all platforms, and it is growing massively.
Dude, I picked up a game that still goes for retail $50. I caught it for $4.
Yeah.
So I'm not.
Thank you, Steam, for these discounts on discounts. I love it.
Steve's just like, hey, we're bored. Go buy shit.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Shit. Because of the new Netflix shit, I'm over here looking at the Devil May Cry series on Steam, and I'm like, I can get all of this for just $15. Sign me the fuck up.
Yeah, dude. So like that, $90 for a hard copy game is egregious, and you should absolutely be ashamed of yourself. The only time I spent $90 on a game, this is how far back I'm going to go for those that remember going to GameStop for the midnight drops, and that $90 got you not only the game, it got you the hardened edition, which came with a custom case, got you whatever battle pass, if there was a battle pass at the time. What was it? Not battle pass.
Season
what
pass.
Did it used to be called season pass. For I'm just using Call of Duty in particular. So game plus hardened edition. So it came with a cool case, maybe some artwork inside, plus a season pass, plus it came with some sort of figurine or a standee. That's what $90 got you.
Yeah. Now, the standard physical game is the same price as a fucking deluxe edition 10 years ago.
Anyway, robbery. Nintendo, I hate to say it, I respect you and everything, but you should be ashamed.
That's not even the entirety of it, though.
Oh, hold on, let me brace myself and grab my
So, physical game collectors. Nintendo has been a company that you have loved because they have always been about physical game preservation. Now, with this new console, they announced that physical game copies, not all of their, or if at all, their physical games are going to be fully accessible offline with the physical disc or physical cartridge. So if if you don't have your Switch connected to the internet, and if you buy a new game and you put it in, you cannot play it because you still need to be online just to download the game. The full game is not on the cartridge. It's just a fucking key. And they're still charging $90 for a damn key. Let's not even mention that the fact that these cartridges or keys have next to little of any sort of manufacturing and shipping cost, yet they're charging $90.
My respect for Nintendo is dwindling at a very medium pace. Shout out Adam Sandler.
I like that reference. But yeah, it's fucking crazy. Like, what the fuck is this? I'm baffled. I think the whole physical preservation thing that Nintendo was toting was awesome. I respected it. I mean, I still like getting physicals if I can because they're just cool. I mean, I'm all digital now because of PC, but dude, when I was still on the console, I liked getting physical discs. Still,
that's why I forgot which developer said it, but like somebody, I think it was somebody in EA. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong, so don't quote me on that. But somebody said the era of owning games is dwindling, and I'm like, that's why I'm gonna hold on to my old school Xbox 360 and Xbox One games.
Oh no, dude,
forever.
It's true though. EA themselves say you don't own your games anymore. Same with Ubisoft. People that have bought old games from like Steam and shit and older consoles, you can't play them or you can't buy them anymore because some of these are just taken off the store. And they're like, you spent the money for these things, you should own these, but you don't. And this is why
that one hero shooter that a shelf life for 2 weeks.
Yeah, that one. Not gonna mention it. It's not worthy of a name.
No.
But yeah, you don't own your games anymore. Everything's going digital, and whatever you buy, you don't own. They can take it away from you whenever they want.
Like if Steam ever goes away and I can't get my money back, or I get to keep my games and just play them offline, they will rue the day.
Dude, I have my whole library on Steam, and I'm over here thinking, you know what? GOG is pretty good at, the whole keeping the games you buy thing. I'm thinking about maybe getting some games on GOG. Because at least you can keep the shit.
True. But so to bounce back and actually go back onto a positive note before we hit another negative note in the future, I did take interest in the new upcoming Donkey Kong game.
It did look fun, but I'm not there with it. But yeah, it looked good. I'm not gonna say it's bad.
Donkey Kong is a loved character, and I loved playing the Donkey Kong games growing up. I'm not gonna get it because I don't have a Switch, and I don't intend to. But I'm like, you know what? This is giving me a little bit of life. I'm like, you know what? Donkey Kong is fun because he's goofy.
Hey,
his entire family is goofy.
Idiot. You know what's great about you not wanting to get a Switch?
What?
We're on PC. We could just emulate that bitch. Because Nintendo's security is shit. And some people can get games days before it even releases. So, I'm not saying that I'm all for pirating, but
Yar,
motherfuckers.
By the way, we absolutely mean that in a satirical fashion, just in case anybody thinks we're being serious. Wink, wink, hint, hint.
Wink, wink.
But
foreshadowing.
Yes, in Minecraft. We're talking about this in Minecraft.
Feel everything.
But yeah, just emulate it, dude. Save yourself the hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, I saw the new Donkey Kong and I thought it looked fun. I thought the graphics were fucking amazing. Like, this game actually looks fucking...
I think it's interesting that they're trying to increase the price of games when the quality of games is dropping.
Yeah, AAA industry is just shit right now.
Actually, yeah, for real. Every single game that I did play was made by a AA industry, if not single.
Thank you, Larian. And FromSoft, but I'm a little upset about that one. We'll get to that in a little bit.
I was about to say, do you want to just bite that bullet now and talk about it?
All right, fuck it. Let's bite the bullet. I have shit to say. FromSoft, what the fuck?
Yeah. For those that don't know, FromSoft were the developers of Dark Souls and Elden Ring, and Bloodborne, and that's foreshadowing for what I'm going to say next, are launching a Nintendo exclusive drop.
Yep. And it looks like a fucking Bloodborne 2. It's the same shit, but vampires. You're a vampire. Mm-hmm. It's called Dust Blood or something like that. And it looks good because it's a fucking FromSoft game. I love their shit. I love their games. I played all of their games. Except for Bloodborne, because I refused to get a PlayStation 3. Hint, hint, Sony, PC, you idiots. Anyways.
But real quick, I just want to interject here with how massive FromSoft is, and especially with the likes of Dark Souls, to where you have your own genre of game named after one of your games. They call it Souls-like to let you know this game is going to be increasingly difficult. It's called a Souls-like. No other company could say, yeah, one of my games has its own genre named after them.
Seriously.
So this is a second ball slip because there's still people waiting to get Bloodborne. Hell, I don't even play Souls-like games, but I'm like, dude, Bloodborne needs to be here. Join the party, fam.
PlayStation refuses to put it on PC, and a lot of people saying that they lost the code to the game, which, if that's true, biggest fumble of the century. And I know people have modded and made their own Bloodborne from the code from like a disc or whatever. I don't know if it's still able to do. If you can still do it, probably gonna do it. Anyways, this game being an exclusive, I'm surprised FromSoft didn't learn their lesson from Sony. They even say they want Bloodborne on all platforms, but they can't because Sony owns it. Now, why would they go and do the same shit with Nintendo? Did they not learn? Or is this deal different? Will it come to other platforms in the future? We don't know, because right now all I saw was only on Nintendo Switch. That's all I read.
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
So we don't know if it's timed. Either way, it's stupid. And you're gonna put a Souls-like game on that type of hardware that may or may not even run 60.
It's wasted talent.
Wasted potential.
That's it. It's wasted potential. Especially like knowing how strong and how beautiful like Souls-like games are. Like I could watch Elden Ring playthroughs until I'm blue in the face because the game is just gorgeous to look at.
Not to mention, they have their biggest audience on PC.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that's on the Switch right now is Dark Souls Remastered. That's it. And I don't even think it even sold all that well on Switch. So you're gonna put it on a platform where it is mostly known for their party, family-friendly games. And you're gonna put it on that shit where your audience is the smallest. I'm sorry, but this might not sell well.
No.
So I'm over here just baffled. Like, how big was that check that they gave you for this shit?
If it's Nintendo money, it was bad.
Because I'm gonna be real. I'm looking at this game. I'm like, there's no way that Sony was just gonna let that slip. I bet they were trying to get it too.
I bet they were trying to get it too. I bet maybe even Xbox was just like, well, then again, Xbox and Microsoft as a whole is just like, let's let everybody have it, man. Peace, love, and kumbaya. Let's all hang out.
Yeah. So I'm like over here, it has to be Sony and Nintendo, and I bet Nintendo won just because they have that fucking bag.
Oh, yeah, they do.
So I'm disappointed. I'm frustrated. I love you, FromSoft, but why? Just why?
Especially since haven't they been quoted saying that they're gonna do their best to keep their games on like as many consoles, not consoles, but as many platforms as they can?
I believe so, yeah.
So at the end of the day, business is business, and the money was right to get somebody to change their mind.
I have a feeling that this had to do with their parent company, the company that owns FromSoft. I think that's what the final decision came from. Because Miyazaki has said that he wants his games everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I love you, Miyazaki-san, but this is fucking...
So that's why, like, with this being a blessing wrapped in a bunch of curses, at the end of the day, I think this Nintendo Direct was a bit of a fumble. And this is just coming from PC players. For all we know, the Nintendors were just like, yeah, $20 game chat.
Whoa, $80 games. I know, I've seen you motherfuckers.
So just putting the numbers together right then and there. If it's $450 for the console, and then we'll go physical copy. We'll just for all intents and purposes physical copy. So we're at $450, $90 per game. So now we're at $540 plus $20 to talk to the game. We're at 500 and what number did I just say? $560 to play one game and talk to fuckers.
Yep.
Dude, then there's fuckers paying $300 for a Series S, and then $20 a month, $10 for Game Pass and $10 for Xbox Live. Going, I have access to everything, and I can talk to my friends.
Yeah, now that's all together. So now it's just the 20. So, like, dude, come on.
That's why this is where I hate to say it. If you can't get your hands on a PC, it is cheaper for you to buy an Xbox and get Game Pass Ultimate. You can play with your friends, you can play online, and you can play literally every single fucking game that they have on there, which is damn near all of them.
All the ones that matter.
For $20.
All the popular ones. All the big ones. Day one releases on top of it. I mean, okay, so the value's there.
So then let's run down the positives of this Nintendo Direct. You have this beautiful handheld that I hate to say nobody asked for, but it runs at 1080p. possibly 4K if you hook it up to your TV.
Yes.
So the console can run well, and if you are recording anything, you can record it adequately well.
Supposedly.
What else?
That's a tough one there, Cotton.
Dude.
I'm having trouble figuring this one out.
Thank you for making Donkey Kong. Thank you for making another fucking Pokemon, but...
Oh, the Metroid game looks okay. I guess.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, there's another Metroid game. It looks okay. It looked really slow watching it in the trailer and the gameplay, but we'll see. The little controllers on the side, you can detach them like you usually in the Switch one and use them as a mouse. That's cool.
Okay, that's kind of tight.
Yeah.
But other than that, dude, this just seemed like it's such a needless fucking cash grab.
This is an excruciating amount of greed coming from Nintendo.
Dude, because I'll let you guys in on a little bit of BTS. Originally, before we started recording, I was wanting to come in here and run my mouth about Ubisoft. And then Brandon starts telling me what Nintendo's been up to, and I'm like, oh, Ubisoft, you can go back on the shelf for later. You'll disappoint me again in the future. Hold up.
I'm waiting for it. And then I'm hop on that.
So this just seems like such a needless and ridiculous and pointless cash grab, like a subscription to talk to people with a mic that might or might not be a piece of shit.
Most likely will be.
Most likely.
Oh yeah. The stand with the camera, good move, because I thought it was going to be attached to the handheld and you'd have to sit here like this the entire time with like whatever your best side is.
It's an optional thing, so it's not needed. It's just a neat little thing you can get. That's it.
In the games that I spoke about, such as, especially if you're still a Pokemon fan, I'm just a Pokemon hater since it's just getting a bit much for me. But like, Pokemon, Donkey Kong, especially Mario Kart being open world, these are fantastic ideas, but they're locked behind a $80 to $90 price.
Yeah,
so that's outrageous.
Yeah, enjoy your Mario, enjoy your Donkey Kong, enjoy your Metroid, your Kirby, because they're all there. But just that price, those price tags are egregious. Oh, I forgot.
Uh-oh. We're not done.
You know those Switch 1 games that they put out? You can get an upgraded version and play at higher fidelity and FPS. But guess what? You have to pay for it. Like an extra 20 or something on top of the game you bought. So the game goes from a $70 or $60 game up to like $80, $90 now.
Dude, that reminds me between like PS5 and PS5 Pro when they were like, you could rebuy these games because now we've upped the pixel quality. It's like, dude, nobody can even tell the fucking difference.
Or what they did with The Last of Us. Hey, we remastered Last of Us 1 like for the 5th time, but here it is at full price. Have fun.
It's like they're really trying to sound like Skyrim. Like, oh yeah, we've remastered Skyrim for the 17th time. Buy it. At least Skyrim was a good game.
Seriously. And the last upgrade was free.
Yeah. We're still waiting for Scroll 6, but
where is that, by the way?
Mr. Todd Howard, whenever you're ready to drop that, we'll be here waiting. Until then, I will definitely play ESO and Skyrim and Oblivion and Morrowind over and over and over again because she told me to.
So Nintendo's also pulling that shit. You want to play an older game that you bought on an older system at a higher frame rate and fidelity? Pay for it.
Yeah, that's what they did. Like them and Sony with Last of Us are like, let's do what Bethesda did. Let's just remaster the same shit.
Yeah, apparently.
You copycat.
Oh, and just to put the bow on the head. Guess what? You can save $30 if you want to buy the Mario Kart game. Just buy the $500 bundle for the Switch 2, and you save $30 off of that $80 price tag.
That's probably what I was looking at earlier when I said $583.
Yep, it comes at $500 with Mario Kart World, and that's basically just $30 off of the game.
God, I know there's gonna be some Nintendorks in the comment section like, you guys are just hating. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Fuck yeah, this is stupid. For the longest time, I had nothing to say about Nintendo because they were just scooting along, doing their thing, putting out good games, and it's like, okay, cool. I'm not interested in their games, but good for them.
Good for Breath of the Wild.
Like Breath of the Wild was good. It almost got Game of the Year, but Elden Ring is better. But
sorry,
like, dude, now they do this shit. And now they're in my crosshair.
Like, y'all made a mistake. Pissing, I can't even say pissing off, but like, when other gamers from other platforms are looking at this, and now we are in unison going, y'all are dumb.
Fucking dumb. What the hell is this?
So if you are a Nintendo head, and you still you think that this is a good idea, actually, let's leave it up for debate. Leave a comment if you are Team Nintendo. Tell us what you find good in everything that's come out. Like leave it down below, because that's ultimately from a PC player talking to Nintendo Army. Tell me what about it pleases you and made you happy.
Yeah.
After hearing everything that we said, that's all we're saying. Again, I still have, even though it's fleeting quickly, I still have respect for Nintendo and the lifespan that it has and will continue to have, because let's be real here, Nintendo will never die. Let's keep it a buck.
They have too much money.
Oh yeah, way too much. So I'll give them respect for that, but this just seemed like, at least to me, a very needless cash grab that didn't need to happen.
Essentially, we're saying the Switch 2 is a scam.
Yep.
And you shouldn't buy it.
Especially for Nintendo games, drop your prices down back to $50 or $60, and then you got to start. And by the way, if you really want to charge people to talk in game chat, $20 is crazy. No, you shouldn't charge them at all.
No, it should be a free thing.
But I think we've harped on Nintendo enough.
I'm stressed. I'm baffled.
That's why I'm laughing now, because all this is like, some stuff I knew, but other stuff he was telling me while we were sitting here setting up. He's just like, oh yeah, while fixing a camera. And then on top of that, they're doing this. And I'm sitting there going, they did not. No.
Say it and so. Dude.
Yeah, this is all crazy. And again, for like one last time, if you're a Nintendo head, or if you're on any platform you happen to disagree with us, tell us why. I really want to know what counter bullet points you guys have that would make this a Nintendo W. Yeah, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to this what was supposed to be Tavern Talk, but has definitely turned into a take. Kind of ranted a little bit, but hey, it happens. And as gamers, we're allowed opinions, and we have them, and we have the platform to talk about them. So if you made it this far, thank you very much for listening, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.